right, 4:16 is your time now. Joining us with perhaps some turbulent information about what is in store for us today, meteorologist Damon Matson. Damon, it looked beautiful where Daniel was on the National Mall. How long is that going to last?
Well, some of us are going to keep on seeing that where it's dry, but some others will see some storms rolling in. And out of precaution, because of how hot and humid it is, and with any storms that bubble up, they will quickly get strong to severe. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that was just put out by the National Weather Service. It goes until 10 o'clock tonight. Now, I think out of precaution here, the National Weather Service has this watch going all the way down into northern Virginia and the district. Now, most of any storms, which I'll show you in a second, they're mostly concentrated along and north of where I-66, I-70 is located. There's nothing much happening farther to the south. So I think that some areas under this watch will be all right through the rest of the evening. Others, though, especially to the north, could see some activity. Now, here is that view as we look out toward the Washington Monument. It's very sunny and very hot out there, as a matter of fact. So again, it's no surprise that if we do get any storms going, they will turn strong to severe, because look at these temperatures, folks. It is 96 right now in D.C. We're seeing the upper 90s as you drop down a little bit farther to the south. Everybody, though, except Annapolis, right along the water there, is well into the 90s. And that doesn't even factor in the humidity. Dew points are well into the 70s, so it feels more like the triple digits. It is just downright stifling. This heat is not pleasant and not something you want to not be serious about as we head throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening. Now, like I mentioned, here we go. Satellite and radar loop. It's quiet. We only have one storm bubbling up right over Kent Island. Other than that, we don't have anything happening across the majority of the region, with a lot of dry air kind of lingering overhead and no fronts to set off these storms. Now, if we look a little bit farther north and west, that's where there is some activity. A little bit of a disturbance developed over Ohio, and it produced some storms that are working their way across northern West Virginia up into western Pennsylvania. I think most of this activity does just miss us, but it's the southern extent of the line that could bring a little bit of severe weather across parts of western Maryland into the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. So that's what we'll have to pay attention to. Again, other than that, Futurecast not really picking up on much else as we head throughout the rest of the day and into your Thursday night, even especially to the south. Now, after we get beyond that here today, our focus changes to tomorrow, which is going to be a more heightened risk for severe storms, because we're about to see the same heat and humidity as we have out there today, but this time on Friday we'll have a front swinging in, and that's going to spark up more numerous showers and storms, and some of these could form up into a broken line that could bring the threat for damaging wind gusts, hail, and torrential rain tomorrow afternoon going into the evening time. You see how that blows up there on our map. Now, it will be quick moving, but when a storm rolls through, it's going to pack a punch out there tomorrow afternoon, folks. So that is what we're paying attention to through the second half of the day on Friday before it quiets down pretty nicely heading into your Saturday. So here are those high temperatures. Again, we're seeing it out there now. We're going to see it out there again today. Lots of brutal heat and humidity. That heat index, once again, to go along with these mid-90 air temperatures, is going to be in the triple digits across most of the area. And there's that severe outlook, a pretty wide area under a level 2 out of 5 risk, including the entire DMV. And I would not be surprised at all if we see some section of the mid-Atlantic under a level 3 risk before we get into those storms tomorrow afternoon. So that's why we have a DMV first warn in effect on your Friday. That heightened risk for severe weather, as well as the heat and humidity, will be impactful as we wrap up this work week. Saturday's quiet, more comfortable, but more storms are likely late Sunday, and then it cools down with more rain chances heading into next week.
Ooh.